minutes tonight, had minutes in a recent game there at home, and just trying to, in her recovery from that ACL knee surgery, getting some minutes as we go, and hopefully she's going to be full speed maybe after the turn of the year, not too long after that as we get into that stretch run in conference play. But conference win for the Lady Yellow Jackets tonight. Let's look back. How did it happen?
The Yellow Jackets led early and often in this one. They never trailed. They outscored Lonoke by a score of 21-14 in the first quarter, and then extended the lead to 41-22 at the half, outscoring Lonoke by 20-8 in that second quarter. The big quarter was the third quarter. Lonoke ran out of gas, and the Yellow Jackets put the pedal down as the Yellow Jackets outscored Lonoke 27-8 in that third quarter, extending the lead to 68-30, and they cruised to an 80-30 win over Lonoke. In fact, they held the Jackrabbits scoreless in the fourth quarter, and Clinton wins this by a score of 80-30. The scoring for Lonoke, Shakira James, she had 8 points. Taisha James, 8 points. And Maya Eason, 14 points. Only 3 players scored tonight for Lonoke. Yellow Jackets had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different players to score tonight. And they had 4 players finish in double figures. Anna Williams off the bench for 2. Allison Wallace off the bench. She had 10 points, including a 3-point basket. Caden Brown off the bench. She had 6 points. Maggie Gresham for 2 points. Kinley Keith had 4 points. All those came in the second half. Abigail Park, 6 points. Those came in the first full pictures. I think I see 70, the other day.
Yeah, I think they let me download like 80 at a time, and so I usually try to pare it down and put 80 of them on there.
Great pictures. I use them with my stories for the Van Buren County Democrat, and they are definitely newspaper worthy.
Well, thank you.
And so those parents out there, need pictures of your kids, just look up Benji Post on Facebook.
Benji Post on Facebook, and it helps calm my nerves when I watch the ball game. So you got to do something to occupy yourself while you're watching.
And we get a few shots of that coach too.
Yeah, every now and then I get a shot of him, and so I like to get him when he celebrates a big win, like after Bauxite the other night.
So that's if you don't know, that's Coach Post's dad. That's Benji Post, and the Yellow Jackets with a big win tonight. We're going to go into the Christmas break 3-0.
Absolutely. I tell you, they played well tonight. Good group. Worked the ball inside, shot the ball well, worked hard. I tell you, these girls never give up and never quit. And as the coach's dad, man, I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of him, and I'm so proud of those girls. And I'm proud of the Clinton community. Let me tell you, I've never seen a community that gets behind things like they do in the school and the things that they do in the school. And I tell you, Clinton's a great place. My son's lucky to be there and lucky to have all the friends.
Look for his pictures on Benji Post on Facebook, and you will not be disappointed. Thanks, Benji.
Hey, did we do? It won't take us long. It may be unanimous tonight. Did we do the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game?
We did not.
How about with an honorable mention to Gracie Linville? Got the team off to a fantastic start with the ball game, up and down the floor, offensively, defense. I think she finished with 10 points, a couple of threes, a couple of twos. Also good efforts tonight. Reese McDonald, I think, maybe finished in double figures. Allison Wallace came in at the end of the ball game, third quarter, fourth quarter. She got 10 quick points and looks good there, picking up some minutes. But Sydney Standridge, 25 points on the night, and got the Yellow Jackets off to that fantastic start in the first half. She had 19 in the first half, picked up defensive rebounds as well, and just very good with the basketball in her hands, in the lane, getting to the basket, and a good night. Good to see Sydney out there.
Yeah, I think we saw, as we said, her entire repertoire. She had a 3 traditional post shots, put the ball on the floor once, out on the perimeter, drove to the basket, beat her defender and scored. And so she had a total game tonight, Sydney Standridge, and great choice, the obvious choice, first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game tonight, as she finishes the night with 25 points. Yellow Jackets had 4 players in double figures, and they win by a score of 80-30, and we are set for a very important boys basketball game, as each of these teams come in with a record of 1 win, 1 loss, or 2 wins and 1 loss in conference. Somebody's going to go into the Christmas break 3-1. The Yellow Jackets would love to come here and steal a road game away from Lonoke.
Here we go. Zane Widener to jump center, but the Jackrabbits control. Widener's joined by Carter Holland, Ethan Biggs, Brody Emberton, and Russ Hensley. Your starting 5 for Coach Judson Smith, the Yellow Jackets senior boys tonight.
Clinton 6-5, 2-1 in conference. Lonoke 5-4, 2-1 in conference. Lonoke beat Heber 45-44. Clinton beat Heber by 12 in the finals of the Joe Mallet tournament at Conway.
On the drive, shot up by Lonoke, Wyatt Repito. It won't go, but he's fouled. 2 free throws upcoming.
Another ball game that these two teams have in common. Lone Oak beat England 44-43. Clinton beat England in the first round of the Joe Mallet tournament 60-58. So these two teams are probably pretty evenly matched. Lone Oak has their conference victories over Lisa Academy, which is probably the last place team in the conference, and they have a 1-point win over Heber Springs.
First free throw made by Ripito, and the second. So an early 2-point lead by Lone Oak. First points of the ball game, and we're continuing to have some trouble with the live stream tonight. Laura O'Neill's right beside me as our video engineer, and she's running the camera, but just having trouble getting that stream out, not freezing up and things like that. So the audio is fine over the air at 92.1 FM, or players go down hard, or the audio stream through the www.khpq.com, or the audio stream on your mobile devices with the KHPQ app on Android or Apple devices. But just having some trouble with the video tonight and the audio that's with it. So
Zane Widener picks up an early foul here. Got to keep him out of foul trouble. This Little Rock Christian only played 5 minutes of the first half, but against Bauxite the other night, played free and easy, scoring 25 points.
3-point shot by Lone Oak, won't go. Russ Hensley with the defensive rebound. Out to Widener. Gets it across midcourt. Keeps his dribble. Takes his defender inside. Kind of a runner. Shot up, won't go. But the putback up and in by Brody Emberton. Brody's first 2 points of the night. The leading scorer for the Yellow Jackets. Will he have another 30-point night? As he had in recent games. He's been quite the scorer for Clinton. Drive in the lane. Shot up, won't go. Carter Holland. Rebound, but it gets knocked away. Lone Oak recovers. Jumper from the baseline. Misses. Ethan Biggs with a rebound. And almost lost it out of bounds, but he recovers the basketball, clears, and now will get it back. Across midcourt, tied at 2, 6:20 to go in the first quarter.
Both teams want to play man-to-man defense.
Zane Widener, he'll try to slide by a defender with the shot. Defender's going to be called for a blocking foul, and that'll send Zane to the free throw line for 2 free throws. And defensive foul going to be called.
Speaking of Coach Cooper, we didn't mention it during the game, though, but in the mid-20s, the 2010s in there, you know, Clinton and Lone Oak had some great games. Coach Cooper had some great teams. Lone Oak had great teams. We played in the little gym next door here, a tough place to play, and there was some great basketball games between Clinton and Lone Oak there for a couple of years.
3-point shot up by Emberton. Won't go off the back of the rim. Offside rebound to Lone Oak.
Yellow Jackets have their hands full here. This is not going to be an easy win tonight.
Going to dribble, spin, get in the lane. Shot up just short off the rim. Hensley with his second defensive rebound, I believe. Brody Emberton down the floor, gets by one defender. Is going to take on a second, put it off the glass. Good, nice finish, high in the air by Brody Emberton, 7-5.
Got by his defender down the baseline and then got it off the square, off the glass, into the basket. It's 7-5. The Yellow Jackets opened in a man-to-man defense, now playing a 1-3-1 zone against this extremely quick Lone Oak team.
With those tall arms, long arms of Brody Emberton, Russ Hensley. Down low, now they'll toss it back out behind the three-point line. Shot up, won't go off the rim. They'll chase it down on the baseline. Reset, into the corner, fake the three. Drive, pull up, bounce pass in the lane, in traffic. Shot up, thought that might have been a block, but I think a foul is going to be called on Ethan Biggs. Stops the clock with 4:05 in the first. Clinton trailing 7-5.
Lone Oak coached by Bradley Spencer, former Harding University basketball player, played for Jeff Morgan, assisted over there by Jeremy Brown. When we played here in the middle 2000s, remember Wes Swift was the coach here. He's gone on to great success at Jonesboro High School. Wes Swift was here at that time coaching boys basketball. And Lone Oak has had several state titles over the years.
1 for 2 at the line. 8-5, Lone Oak leading. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Emberton, couple defenders, pressuring. Holland back to Brody. He gets away from the defense. Three-pointer won't go off the rim. Dawson Burgess in the ball game now for the Yellow Jackets. Down the floor, Ripito is going to get in the lane. Put it up with the left hand, good. Kind of uses his body as a shield to Carter Holland. Kind of falling away to the left. Ripito for 2, 10-5. Lone Oak looking athletic. Good offensive. Oh, good pass. Long pass to Russ Hensley inside. He gets the defenders in the air. And they'll make contact. Foul called. Russ is on the floor, so a non-shooting foul. Clinton from the baseline.
We had the foul there because Russell seeks to go up and score. Foul will be on the floor, and the Yellow Jackets have to inbounds into their own basket.
Emerton looking inbound. He gets it to Hensley. He's going to spin to his left in the lane. Shot up won't go. Tip, hits it, gets it back. Now it's knocked loose, and Lone Oak's got it in the corner. They'll clear defense back quickly for the Yellow Jackets. 3:20 in the first, trailing by 5. Lone Oak in a home white, trimmed in purple. Clinton in a road black, trimmed in gold. Catch and shoot three from the left side. Good.
Wow.
3-point field goal. I'll have to check and see who number 1 is. We don't have him on the roster. Maybe we got a couple of Lone Oak folks up here close to us. We'll find out. 13-5. Widener on the dribble. He's going to take it down the left side of the lane. Get the defender in the air. Foul called. 2 free throws for Zane Widener. Oh. Sorry about that. Oh, thank you.
Zane Widener will go to the line. Yellow Jackets trailing 13-5. Widener's first free throw is good. Jackets are now 2 of 3 at the line. Tucker starts.
Zorian Gibson into the ball game. And a little pressure in the backcourt as Emberton wants to inbound it to Widener. It looks like, let's see if they'll let him catch it, and they'll play a little bit of man defense, but they'll back up, let Zane bring it across midcourt easily. Try to roll off a screen by Russ Hensley. He'll drive, put it off the glass. Won't go. Lone Oak with a rebound. Cross midcourt, defense back. Clinton's doing a good job of getting back quickly to defense. That may be a point of emphasis for Coach Judson Smith tonight. They're not getting beat back. Ripido with 2 off the glass, 20-11.
Can't have penetration against the zone. That's what happens. Got inside, it collapsed, and Repetto gets an easy layup. He's got 8.
Widener on the left wing. Back to Dawson Burgess. He's open for a 3, just short off the rim. Rebound hits the floor. Lone Oak comes up with it. Pass ahead. Defense back into the lane. Kick it out. Rip it over for 3. It's up and in. 23-11. Boy, Lone Oak a hot first quarter here offensively with 35 seconds to go.
Jackets need to get a good shot here.
Good pass inside. Burgess to Hensley. Kicks it out behind the 3-point line. Off the rim. Won't go. Shot by Holland. Russ Hensley with a rebound. And tries to get it up. The shot. And he's fouled. Russ Hensley to the free throw line.
Lone Oak's on a run here now up to a 12-point lead. Need to be sure you get a good shot every time down. On the road, you got to try to whittle this thing down. Dylan Jones set to check in for Clinton. Clinton 3 of 4 at the free throw line so far in the first quarter.
Russ gets the first.
Jones in. Burgess out with the 2 fouls right now.
And the second. 23-13, 23 seconds, first quarter. Lone Oak inbounds the basketball. Clinton defense back. Looks like they've jumped into a 2-on-2 zone press. Dylan Jones in the ballgame, and he's at the top with Brody Emerson. Hensley in the middle, Holland and Widener on the wing, under 10 seconds. Drive on the left side, drive to the lane, shot up too hard off the glass, rebound Holland, 2 seconds. He's got it, he's going to have to throw it, 3/4 of the 4, he does. It won't go, and the first quarter has come to an end. 23-15, Lone Oak leading after 1. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Nobody has sold more Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram vehicles than the Landers family. If you're looking for a hassle-free, stress-free buying experience, then Cowboy Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Clinton is your place to shop. If you want to pay too much, buy somewhere else. If you want the car deal you've always waited for, Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is your place to shop. It's quick and easy. Jump online at cowboycdjr.com or give us a call at 501-745-5333. Cowboy up or you'll pay too much.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
My colleague Jeff Hall back here at Lone Oak High School. Yellow Jackets trail 23-13 after 1 quarter of play. Lone Oak come out shooting the ball well. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets can withstand the shooting rally and get back into this one. If you just tuned in, Lady Yellow Jackets win big tonight by a score of 80-30. And we are underway. Lone Oak has it to open the second period.
Zane Widener, the leading scorer in the first quarter for Clinton with 5 points. Lone Oak starts the second with the basketball. Pass inside. Foul going to be called on Clinton. That's the 6th team foul. So that's a non-shooting. Well, no, that's going to be number 7. So we will shoot a 1-on-1 opportunity. Looks like the Trail Burnett will go to the free throw line. So it's going to be shooting for the entirety of the second quarter.
Lone Oak went 6 of 7 in that first quarter at the free throw line.
And misses the free throw. It's out of bounds, and it belongs to Clinton. Inbound the ball to Widener. Joined by Emberton, Hensley, Dylan Jones, and Carter Holland. Carter on the dribble. Dribbles into a couple defenders. A third one's going to come up behind him. Gets the loose ball. And offensive foul on Lone Oak. Holland takes the charge as they're both going down the floor. And that'll be the 6th team foul on Lone Oak.
Well, I'm not sure about that one, but we'll take it. Looked like both players just running along beside each other down the floor, but we'll take it. 16 foul on Lone Oak. And
7:30 to go in the second quarter. Might have been a switch on Zane Widener. Pass to Russ Hensley in the lane from Zane, and Russ is fouled. He'll go back to the free throw line. Zane had a player that might have been just a touch taller than him there most of the first quarter, but a little switch there. He gets in the lane and dumps it to Hensley. Let's see if Russ can knock down a couple more free throws.
Lone Oak now with 2 players with 2 fouls apiece. Ford checks out. He had 5 points. He's got 2 fouls now.
Russ misses the first. He'll have a second. That was a shooting foul. He does knock down the second free throw. And
again, back in single digits. Jackets cut the lead to 9. It was 12.
Three-pointer attempt by Rapido. Up this one off the rim. And Widener with a rebound. Defense back. Zane on the dribble into the corner to Brody Emberton. Gets one defender up in the air. And steps to the baseline and scores. 2-pointer for Brody Emberton. 23-16.
Brody was 6 now in the Jackets. 6 straight points.
They're kind of chipping into that second quarter lead. Clinton here with 6:45 to go in the second. On the drive, Lone Oak's going to travel with the basketball as Gibson made his move into the lane. So a chance to get it to 5, maybe 4 this time down the floor. Widener inside to Hensley, but that one's going to get out of bounds.
Well, if Rush catches that one, he slid over in front of him. He was walked to the basket on that one, but off his fingertips and out of bounds.
Lone Oak on the drive, off the glass, good. 2-point basket. Let me make sure that's, I wonder if that, did he say out? I'm going to make sure the public address said I'm calling Rapido correct. I got number 0.
Points
13 for Hill. Brody Emerton takes the pass on the sideline. His foot was out of bounds. A turnover, 25-16. Lone Oak leading.
And Lone Oak will get him in the front court. 9-point lead. Had it cut to 7 at one point. Have trailed by as many as 12. Lone Oak working against the 2-1-2 zone defense by Clinton. And the Yellow Jackets will foul. I think that's Dylan Jones. And everybody's shooting a bonus.
That is Rapido. We did
point on.
confirm that on the dribble. The leading all scorers tonight with 13 points. Now he's going to go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. The lead back to 9. He can put it into double figures. The front end of a 1-and-1 upcoming. Just in front of the Clinton cheer squad. He does get the first free throw. He'll have a second. And makes it as well. 27-16 is the Lone Oak lead. Widener with the basketball, quickly down the floor across midcourt. Going to beat one defender, take on a second, gets in the air, foul called. And Zane Widener will go to the line for 2 free throws. Boy, Zane's he's been aggressive offensively over the last week or so. When he's got the ball, he's going to try to take it to the basket. That time he beat the first guy, drew a foul from the second guy. And let's see if he can earn the points at the free throw line. The first one is up and good. And he does get the second free throw. 27-18. Ethan Biggs back in the ball game. He's at the top with Brody Emerton. That 2-1-2 zone defense. Hensley in the middle. They pass it inside. Couple defenders. Holland Hensley forced Lone Oak to toss it back out behind the three-point line. Shot won't go off the back of the rim. Biggs with a rebound. It gets loose. Might have been knocked away. I'm not sure, but they'll say Biggs was the last to touch it. And the ball will go back to Lone Oak. .505 to go in the second quarter. Clinton trailing 27-18. Clinton 2-1 on their conference record on the season. Really been playing well over the last few weeks. Coach Justin Smith thought this one would be a tough one tonight. 27-18. Drive the baseline behind the basket. Kick it out. Rapido for 3. This one off the rim. Won't go. Brody Emerton gets the rebound in the corner. Now he'll keep it himself. Bring it up. Cross midcourt. He's going to try to drive in the lane. Ball knocked loose. Rapido's got it. Down the floor. One defender in front of him. One to the side. Carter Holland blocks his shot and comes away with the basketball. Outlet to Biggs, up ahead to Emerton. He's got one defender trying to catch up. Brody's going to get in his left hand, try to shield, miss. Widener with it. He'll shoot it, miss, get his own rebound. Ball's loose on the floor. Lone Oak comes up with it. Boy, had a couple
last bounce by Zane. They're able to poke it away there. If he just go right back up with it. The Yellow Jackets had a couple point-blank shots there. Couldn't get them to go.
And Lone Oak, I'm going to call it pace, has kind of picked up there for a minute. They're going to slow it down with a timeout. We'll take it with them. 27-18 trailing. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the Olympics trail for most of this one. They trail by as many as 12. They trail by 9 right now with 4 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Gibson with the basketball, picks it up, back to Rapido. Again, he's got 15 points in the ball game to lead all scorers.
Back to a 1-3-1 zone now, out of the two-front look.
Drive the lane, shot blocked by Russ Hensley, out of bounds. They belong to Lone Oak now. 35-second clock may come into play for the first time tonight. That's a block shot out of bounds. Shot clock does not reset, only 3 on the clock. Let's see if Lone Oak's aware of that. They'll get it in behind the three-point line. On the drive, gets the basket, and Zane Widener blocks it, I believe, out of bounds. The shot clock expires, and the ball will go to the Yellow Jackets.
Good defensive set that time by the Yellow Jackets. Forced the shot clock violation. Phillip Jones listening tonight or watching it tonight from New York City. So the boss is watching tonight. And I think he's close friends with Buddy the Elf, from what I understand.
And Widener on the drive, 2 points, 27-20. Clinton back within 7. Clinton aggressive defensively at the top. Staying close, giving chase, pushing Lone Oak out behind the three-point line. Going to dribble into the lane, couple defenders, and they'll dish to Rapido, and he will score. That time kind of had some help defense come up. That let Rapido have a lane to the basket. He scores a 17th point, 29-20.
Penetration too deep in the zone. That's what happens.
Ooh, Brody Emerton makes that look easy. A 3-point field goal. 29-23, back down to 6. 9 points for Brody Emerton. Carter Holland defending. Kicks the basketball. Keep it with Lone Oak. The sideline, 2:32 to go in the second quarter. 29-23.
3 starters returning for Lone Oak. The original starting lineup in the game now for Lone Oak.
Clinton has played 7 players thus far tonight. And they'll turn it over. Clinton has it. Holland, Biggs, Hensley, Widener, Emberton.
Yeah, Brody poked that away from behind.
Brody Emberton catches behind the three-point line. This shot won't go. Tip. Russ Hensley's got it, and he puts it off the glass. 29-25.
Russ had a really good game on the inside so far now. He's been able to contest those offensive rebounds, and the Jackets back within 4.
Closest Clinton's been in some time in this one. And about a 10-12 footer just outside the lane on the right side. 31-25. Widener across midcourt. Hensley behind the three-point line. Back up top to Holland. Looks inside, not there. Little weaving. Widener's got it. He's going to take it in the lane. Over a defender. And they're going to whistle Zane Widener for the offensive foul. Basket will not count. The ball will go to Lone Oak. For Zane Widener, is that going to be a second or third? That's going to be a second personal foul. It's a non-shooting foul. So Lone Oak will not go to the free throw line.
Big foul, number 2 against Zane. You got to get the final 1:33 here before the half without picking up that third foul. Coach Smith is going to go with him here, going to leave him in the ball game.
Cross midcourt. Jones and Emberton at the top. Behind the three-point line. Shot up and fouled after the ball left his hands. Going to the floor is Mason Ford. I think Dylan Jones is going to be whistled for the foul. And that will be 3 free throws upcoming for Mason Ford.
Played good defense, and we bail him out with a... The old basketball rule is never foul a jump shooter.
And I think if folks are watching on the live stream, if you got to see that, you might explain that, because I think maybe the basketball actually left his hands maybe before Dylan Jones made the contact that resulted in the foul. So what's the call there?
If it's still in the act of shooting, part of his follow-through, it still counts as the shot. Sometimes you'll see a defender run through a shooter after they've let the ball go, and they'll call it a common foul, but that was pretty close to still in his shooting motion.
Did he go 2 for 3 at the line? 34-25.
Yeah, back to 9. The Yellow Jackets got it as close as 4. You can't let Lone Oak get this back into double digits by the half. You really need to get a good shot here or draw a foul and get to the free throw line.
Dawson Burgess back in the ballgame. Hollins spinning in the lane, gets the shot up, but it won't go. Rebound to Tucker Starks. Under a minute to play in the second quarter. Cross midcourt. 25 seconds on the shot clock, still in play. In the old days, without the clock, team would maybe run down the final minute of play before they take a shot before the halftime break. Shot up won't go by Lone Oak, and there's an offensive foul as Lone Oak's going to kind of duck with his shoulder into Zayden Widener. Zayden Widener hits the floor, and that looked like an easy call for the official there. I don't know if the offensive player meant for it to happen like that, but you lead with his shoulder. Carter Holland off the pass by Widener. Back to Emberton. Thought about a 3. Steps up to the free throw line. Good. 2-point basket. 34-27. 20 seconds.
Brody with 11. Jackets need to stop here. They've cut it to 7. Big possession here. Big momentum possession right here for either team.
8 seconds. Lone Oak behind the 3-point line. Pass picked off by Dawson Burgess. He and Emberton, 2 defenders. Dawson on the right side. Going to get the shot off. Miss. And the horn's going to sound before they can get the putback. 34-27. Halftime from Lone Oak. Yellow Jackets trailing. We'll take a quick break. Stay with us. We might get Sydney Standridge, the player of the game, on the radio here in just a moment. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. Our board-certified interventional cardiologists, specialized team, and innovative cardiovascular technology are here to provide the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Senior boys ball game. Hope you're listening tonight. I hope you're watching tonight. I think at least for the moment, we got the live stream working out. Dad called, my call called and said it's smooth right now. Laura Neal is working through all kinds of stuff tonight to give us a good signal. So I hope you're watching. If you are, you can see the First Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. Sydney Standridge is going to visit with us on the radio for a moment. 80-30. The Lady Yellow Jackets win tonight in the opener. I hope you were listening or watching. And not only, I may get in trouble for saying this, not only was she the player of the game, apparently she is the player for the family in the game. She's got concession stands to deliver that I think she paid for with her birthday money from this week. So well, the parents are going to have to wait on the drinks and the popcorn down there. You got your whole crew tonight, your grandparents, your parents, and we already talked about on the radio. Hey, your brother,
Yes, sir.
he got cleared to play basketball. Sambo coming back from that broken leg, is that right?
Yes, sir. He got cleared today, so his first game back will be January 2nd. I know he's really excited. He's tired of being the water boy.
Yay. We talked to Coach Judson Smith before everything started tonight, and he said he's going to look forward to Sambo coming back. He's going to make a difference on that junior high team, and I'm sure he's back after a couple of years, a couple different injuries.
Yes, sir.
And going to keep him healthy, let him have fun playing basketball or football, whatever he wants to do.
Yes, sir.
Well, you girls won big tonight, 80-30. You started fast. You and Gracie Linville just took over that game early. She got that first three-pointer start the ball game, had a couple of twos, got the ball to you. 25 points on the night. Is that a career high?
Yes, sir. That's the highest.
That's ever scored a ball game. And you made it look easy. Now I know none of that happens without your teammates because you girls are just fantastic at moving the ball, making the passes, finding the open player. It's just tonight. You were always in a position to make that catch, drive in the lane, score, spin, baskets inside. You made a three-pointer. You had the traditional three-point play where you made the two, got fouled, went to the free throw line. You kind of had an opportunity to do it all. I was thinking, make your parents proud, make Mickey Parrish proud tonight. I know he gets to play basketball a lot with you and your parents, so working on things up in the gym. So what did you think about tonight's ball game?
Well, we knew coming into the game that one of our big keys would be transition, and so to get up the court, push it up as soon as we could. And Coach Post told us that on defense, that just stay down, don't let them get past us. We struggle a little bit with number 14, so we had to make an adjustment with that. But overall, we just executed what he told us our plan was. And as long as we do that in a ball game, our chances of winning the game are very high because Coach Post, he coaches us so well, and he has such a game plan prepared for us every single day, and he watches film. And we were really prepared for this game, just like we are for every single game. So as long as we execute the game plan, more than likely we're going to win the ball game.
I know she just mentioned something. I failed to mention talking about during the ball game. Tonight's game looked a little bit about a lot of games over the past couple of years where those transition points, getting behind the defense, getting the ball quickly down the floor on the break, having somebody behind the defense. We've seen that so much the last couple of years. Maybe this year, I don't know if maybe it's kind of in the step up in competition. Some of the teams that you played, the bigger schools, were better at not letting that happen. Either they play fast or they don't let you get behind them. It seems like we haven't seen that as much. You girls can still do it. We saw it tonight, and it looked like Lone Oak really got winded, and you just kind of outran them, even we looked like in the first half, and they really just couldn't stop you once you all were playing like that.
Yes, sir. When we've been playing those 6A and 5A teams, we've had a harder time getting the ball up the court just because of the athleticism that there is there. But now that we're in conference play, we're able to play people that are more on our level of competition. So it definitely helps pushing the transition a lot easier for us.
Yeah. Well, tell us how you feel about your team at this point in the season. You finished up your conference slate, the pre-Christmas break slate. You still got some games next week. I think against non-conference foes, you're going to have a tournament during the Christmas, New Year's break. But tell us how you feel about things right now.
I mean, I feel confident in our team. I definitely feel confident that we're going to make a state tournament run. Just our goal is to win conference right now. We're 3-0, and that's the best that we can be so far in conference. And as long as we keep going that, win a conference championship, just take it step by step. So win conference, win regionals, take it step by step. But our team is really coming along. We struggled at the beginning of the season. As you know, we've lost Katie McJunkins, and she's coming back. Hopefully she'll be in full swing around January. And we've just had a hard time getting going this year. And that was unlike the past couple of years. But we're starting to play our game. And I definitely think that after Christmas and going into January, that we're going to continue to do that. And, we got a tough schedule coming up. We're going to Russellville next week and playing Atkins and Van Buren. And then the following week we go to Mountain Home, and we're going to see more of those 5 and 6A teams. So we're going to be playing some good competition, but that's good for us. It's going to help us in the long run.
I was talking to Mickey Parrish one night. I know he had worked with you and your mom. I think you'd been in that gym that day. Maybe your little sister might have been in there too. I think that maybe that day she kind of hurt her ankle a little bit. But talking about you were coming up against that 7A tournament that week and talked about, you are going to play some tough – you're going to play North Little Rock. We talk about sometimes on the radio about every once in a while, Clinton, whether it be football or basketball, you get a chance to play the number one team or team that's really good. Well, usually we're talking about the number one team in Class 3A or 4A. Now, I don't know what the 6A rankings are right now in the state, but You played North Little Rock Lady Charging Wildcats, a team that maybe is the best team in all of the state in certain years. It's from the highest classification in the state. So I think he was talking to you, hey, you're going to play good teams. Don't get your head down. It is going to be tough. And what did those games do for you in playing some of those tough competitions?
I feel like for me personally, it's helped me to be mentally tough because I knew going into those ball games that we're going to be playing more athletic people than us. They're going to be able to run the ball, and some of them are going to be stronger than me. And so we just knew that we have to go in there and just play good and play smart and just stay off of them. You know, I had to give them some space when we're playing them, but I think it's helped us mentally and physically. And I definitely think that playing these 6A schools is going to help us when we come down into the state tournament because we're going to have already seen this. We're going to have seen people that can play better basketball than this. And even though we didn't win some of those games, we still competed in them. We played Greene County Tech, only lost 5. And honestly, we should have won that game. We missed a lot of shots. You know, we beat Rogers. They were 6A. Lost to North Little Rock. We knew going into that game it was going to be a tough game, but we definitely competed with them.
Yeah, played Springdale Harbor, another Class 6A school from Northwest Arkansas. So that was good. Yeah, it's been fun, and you girls were so much fun last year. And in that Final Four run in Class 3A, stepping up to 4A this year. Again, so we're seeing some new opponents, a new conference, and when we do get down to regional tournament time, state tournament time, we'll see some teams that we didn't see last year. So, again, good preparation, looking at that down the road. Well, hey, I know there's lots of other things in your life besides basketball. Tell folks you're listening, what are some of the other things you're involved in around Clinton High School?
So I'm involved in FFA. I'm an officer. I do all the events through that. Prepared speaking. That's probably my favorite thing to do. I'm involved in Beta. I'm the class president for my class. I mean, that's about it. FCA. A lot of things outside of school that I do. But overall, pretty busy. Stay pretty hooked up.
Now, are you the FFA public speaker that competes in the competitions?
Yes, sir.
So I'm a lot older than you. But when I was in high school, I was the public speaker competition for the FFA, and your grandfather, Danny Newland, he pretty much wrote my speeches. And
he
wrote? I wonder if we're giving the same speech that I gave back in 1980 something.
Yes,
you
sir.
get me a copy of that and let me see.
Sounds good.
Your grandfather is a fantastic speaker himself, so it always made me want to do better and in those type things. And Lonoke can get a basket to start the second half. Well, thanks, Sydney Standridge, for visiting with us tonight. And we'll look forward to some more of your ball games.
Sounds good. Thank you.
That's our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game, Sydney Standridge. The girls win tonight 80-30 over the Lone Oak Jackrabbits. We're underway in the second half. It's Lone Oak 36, Clinton 29 with 7:15 in the third. Brody Emberton's going to take it, put it off the glass good. 36-31. Clinton is within 5. Lone Oak has led pretty much the entirety of the ball game. And Clinton is within 5 here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Out near midcourt, Emberton defending. Clinton back in that 1-3-1 zone defense. He's at the top. Carter Holland, Zane Widener on the wing. Zane flashes for the steal. Won't get it. And Lone Oak's going to throw it into the backcourt. If it didn't touch someone, that's going to be a backcourt violation. Zane Widener trying to come up with it, but Lone Oak recovers. They're going to push it down the floor quickly into the lane. Hensley defending. Might have blocked it. Russ comes up with it. Out to Carter Holland. And Carter's shot up. And it's getting rough. We got a player down. We might have had an intentional push or two on a couple of series there. We better slow things down for just a moment.
I told Jeff before this one started off the air that these officials may have a hard time keeping up with the pace of this game. And there was fouls on both ends of the floor, nothing called. Looked like Ethan Biggs took a charge, nothing called there. Carter Holland and a couple Lone Oak players, physical contact on the other end, nothing called there. Lone Oak has the basketball out of bounds. I think if Zane would have let that ball in the backcourt go, it had been a backcourt violation. He was hustling, tried to go pick it up, and Lone Oak got the possession.
And back to play. Carter Holland knocks the basketball out of bounds. Lone Oak will reset just in front of their bench. Still a 5-point ball game. 6:12 to go in the third. Emberton, Hensley, Holland, Biggs, and Widener here start the second half. I believe we had 7 players play in the first half for Coach Judson Smith. Long 3-point shot by Lone Oak. In and out, won't go. Biggs with the rebound. quickly up for Holland out on the wing. He's got a defender, keeps his dribble, gets in the lane. Over a second defender who sets for the charge. Offensive foul on Carter Holland.
All these positions are really important. Unless you get a run out, it's going to be tough to run against Lone Oak. They get back down the floor quickly. Let's kind of pull up with finesse there and play some half-court offense. Each of these possessions when you're behind are really important as Lone Oak hands it right back to us. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets can take advantage of it here and get a good shot on this possession.
Ball out of bounds. Give it back to Clinton. Hey, we got a chance to get it within 4, maybe 3 this time down the floor. Hensley, Emberton, outside the lane, back to Biggs. Dribble, trying to duck in, not there. Russ Hensley for a long 3, just short off the front of the rim. Ethan Biggs with an offensive rebound. Brody Emberton ends up with it. Shot gets loose in the air. He'll get it back, put it up. Won't go. Rebound loose on the floor. Lone Oak's got it. Long pass down the floor. A couple defenders there. In the air. Shot blocked by Carter Holland. Up to Brody Emberton. Going to go 2-on-2. Brody's going to slide. And an offensive foul whistled on Brody Emberton. Maybe you got to give some defensive players credit in this one. They're taking the charges. 5:06 in the third, trading 36-31.
Yeah, Lone Oak had 2 players back. I'm not sure if Clinton realized that. There was a Lone Oak player that was hurt. He stayed in the backcourt on the floor. Then he got up, and it was basically just 1-on-2 there. The Yellow Jackets have had 2 straight possessions, so they've had a chance to score and cut this thing to 3 and have not done it. You don't know how many more chances you're going to get when you're on the road.
So stop play momentarily here to kind of clean up the floor. Lone Oak picks up the dribble, out on the right wing. And Widener flashes for the steal. He's got it. Defender on his hip. Shot up by Zane Widener. 2 points off the glass. 36-33. It's a one-possession game.
Zane now in double figures with 11.
Lone Oak picks up the dribble. Gets it from left, right. Carter Holland for the steal, but his momentum's going to put his foot out of bounds. Back to Lone Oak. Dawson Burgess enters. Ethan Biggs out.
Clinton trailed by as many as 12 in that second quarter. They've cut it to 3. They outscored Lone Oak 14-11 in that second quarter.
And a miss. Widener with the rebound. A chance to get it within 1. Maybe tie it up here. Trailing by 3. Ball gets loose in the air. Lone Oak has it. Down the floor. Pass across the lane, knocked away by Holland, out of bounds. Keep it with Lone Oak.
As Carter, Russ, and Zane got back to stop a layup there, forced Lone Oak to take it out into their own basket.
Bounce pass, nobody there. Russ Hensley comes up with it. Another chance to maybe tie. Emberton across midcourt, pull up 3. This might do it. Just short off the front of the rim. Tries to follow, can't come up with it. Ripido has it. Under 4 minutes to play in the third. Lone Oak on the drive. Ball gets loose. Might have been knocked away. Zane Widener's got it. Down the floor. Keeps his dribble. Right side gets by 1. Gets by 2. He's fouled. And Zane Widener will go to the free throw line.
Good drive by Zane. Almost had the chance. The old-fashioned three-point play. He couldn't get the layup to go. He heads the line. He's 3 for 6 in that first half at the free throw line. Jackets with a chance to inch a little bit closer. They trail by 3.
And Zane gets the first. Dylan Jones enters the ball game. Brody Emberton's going to get a breather. Drink of water on that Yellow Jacket bench. Widener can pull the Yellow Jackets within 1. And he does. It's 36-35. 3:47 in the third.
Love to get the lead here. Maybe have Lone Oak play from behind a little bit. They've led the entire ball game. Jackets, when Emerton goes out, they play a 2-front zone defense, a 2-1-2.
Inside, shot up, but a couple defenders, a miss by Lone Oak. Burgess over to Holland, back to Dawson across midcourt. Widener, quick pass into Hensley, catches, can't get it. Oh, now it's up and in. The follow, 37-36. Clinton has taken the lead in the third quarter.
Great entry pass by Burgess and led Hensley to the basket. He missed the first one, but he got his hand on it and tipped it back in. The Jackets have finally taken the lead.
Pass up high, can't pull it in. Zane Widener's got it. Down the floor, a couple defenders, no look pass to Burgess. And he will travel with a basketball. Defender was set to take a charge, but the travel occurred first. So back to Lone Oak, 2:55 in the third, Clinton ahead by 1.
Jacket defense playing well here in the second half. They've held Lone Oak to only 2 points through the first 5 minutes here in the third quarter. Jackets have outscored them 10-2 to start the second half.
Brody Emberton set to check back in at the next stop in play. Bounce pass to the free throw line. A couple of steps down the lane. 2-pointer up and in. Lone Oak back in front, 38-37.
That was a problem in the first half, allowing them to catch at the elbow at the free throw line. And they did it there, and Allen scored.
Russ whips it, gets it to the right side. Widener on the drive. Couple defenders. Shot won't go. Lone Oak with a rebound. Outlet pass ahead. Going to go shot up with the left hand. Oh, count the basket and draw the foul. Nice finish for Lone Oak. Latrell Burnett, 40-37.
Yeah, once you take the lead, you can't relax. Well, Lone Oak can jump, extend the lead again. They're up 3, got a chance to make it 4 here. So this next possession for Clinton's a big one. 2:15 left in the third.
Burnett at the free throw line.
Emerton back in. Jones checks out. That was his third foul.
And he gets the free throw. 41-37, 2:10 to go in the third. 5 straight points by Lone Oak. Burgess back to Widener. It's on the baseline. He's going to drive, try to muscle it up, and in. 2 points for Zane Widener, 41-39.
You called it there, muscled up. That was all strength by Widener to get that ball to go in the basket. And the Jackets cut it to 2. Back to a 1-3-1 zone now. Emerton back in the ball game as he tries to prevent that guard-to-guard pass across the top.
Jumper outside the lane. Good. 2-point basket by Braden Allen, 43-39. Lone Oak looking a little bit better offensively these last couple series than they had early in the third quarter. Oh, nice entry pass. He scores. An assist. Carter Holland gets the basketball inside, high off the glass. He's got a chance at a 3-point play.
Carter's first points of the night. They couldn't come at a better time as he cuts the lead to 2. He goes to the line with a chance to cut it to 1.
Misses the free throw. Burgess battling for the rebound. Dawson's got it. Back out to Holland behind the 3-point line. The jumper's up. Miss high off the back of the rim. Allen with the rebound for Lone Oak. Minute 20 in the third. 43-41. Dribble into the lane. Now kick out into the corner. Quick pass inside to Allen. Little triangle pass and catch on that right side. Just outside the lane. Shot won't go. Rebound hits the floor. Lone Oak comes up with it. Rapido catch and shoot 3. And that one's going to go out of bounds. Belongs to the Yellow Jackets. Chance to tie or take the lead, this time down the floor.
Rapido had 17 points in the first half. Only 2 here in the third quarter. With a chance to tie or take the lead. And now full court pressure by Lone Oak.
Might have been a 2-2-1 zone press. Oh, Clinton beats it down the floor. Holland, Hensley, shot falls off the rim. Rebound Lone Oak.
Great pass by Carter. Good press break by the Yellow Jackets, and they just couldn't finish it.
Seconds.
4 seconds difference in the shot clock.
Left side, three-point shot up and in. Pretty basket by Tucker Starks. 46-41, 10 seconds, Clinton basketball. Widener on the drive, right, left, strip, ball out of bounds, but a foul is called. Zane Widener looks like he'll go to the free throw line with a couple of shots. 5 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Widener was 7 in the first half, 8 here in the third quarter.
How many free throws has Zane shot tonight? He's gotten to the line. He's going to miss the first. He'll have a second.
Zane's 5 for 9 at this point.
Brody Emerton out of the ball game. Ethan Biggs is in. Looks like Dylan Jones will return as Widener makes the second free throw. 46-42. Jones in. Widener out. Coach going to get Widener and Emerton out for this final 5 seconds of the third quarter.
Third foul on Mason Ford, number 11. He had 7 points in the first half, hasn't scored here in the third quarter.
A little bit of pressure. Long three-point attempt. Up just short off the front of the rim. And that'll do it. Good third quarter by the Yellow Jackets. They led briefly. Lone Oak back in front by 4 with the final 8 minutes when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance. Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Third quarter, they tied the game at 1 point. They outscored Lone Oak 15-12 in the quarter. They trail 46-42 as we head into the fourth quarter. They trailed by as many as 12 in the second quarter. Cut the lead to 7 at the half and have cut it to 4 heading into the final quarter. And Lone Oak will have the basketball to start the quarter. The Yellow Jackets will have Emberton, Hensley, Hollins, Burgess, Widener in the ball game. And inside quickly, layup good. As Lone Oak scores, it extends the lead as Latrell Burnett scores. Now the Yellow Jackets down by 6. Every possession's a big one. Emberton inside Hensley. Layup, good. Nice entry pass by Emberton. Hensley now has 11 in the ball game. Yellow Jackets trail by 4. It's 48-44. Burnett will walk it across the half-court line. Looking, cross-court pass, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Out front, now Burnett has it. 15 on the shot clock, drives, drops it off. Shot from the corner is good. Back-to-back threes by Tucker Starks. He's got 10 points, 3 threes, but he ended the third quarter with a 3, and he scores here early in the fourth quarter with a 3, and now the lead's back to 7. Emerton tries to answer, and he does! Emerton answers with a 3. He's got 16, and timeout on the floor called by Clinton. Will keep it here as a 30-second timeout, and the teams trade 3-point baskets. Lone Oak leads 51-47. There's 6:52 left in the ball game. Yellow Jackets have trailed all night except for that brief moment in the third quarter. They trail here by 4, but a lot of time left in this one with 6:52 left on the clock. Glad you could join us tonight. The girls won earlier tonight by a score of 80-30, and they will head into the Christmas break with a 3-0 conference record. And the boys look to go to 3-1 here if they can pull this one out of the fire. Lone Oak will have it as we come out of the timeout. 51-47. And we're ready to go here. And Burnett will walk it into the front court for Lonoke.
And 6:45. Here we go. Widener, Emberton, top. Brody with a steal. He's going one-on-one. Defender on his hip. He's going to shoot a little hard off the glass. Widener tries to follow. Can't do it. Lonoke with a rebound to try to take it away. But the Jackrabbits will have it. Still 4 points.
I'm not sure if Brody was going to try to draw a foul on that. It might have been better just to maybe hesitate a little bit. The defender would have flew by and then maybe try to get the easy 2-point basket. But no foul called and no basket. Lonoke has it.
Just in front of the Jackrabbit bench. They'll back up a little bit. Widener defending on the wing. Holland there. Catch, dribble down the baseline. Shot up won't go. Dawson Burgess with the rebound. Hands it off to Emberton. Up the floor to Widener. Defense between him and the basket. Picks up his dribble back to Dawson. He's going to drive one-on-one. Nice step by Dawson Burgess. I'm not sure what you call that step, but it looked nice and it worked. 2 points, 51-49.
Hey, that's the Euro step. Nobody knows what it is, but it's everybody talks about it. Really a good play by Burgess to avoid an offensive foul and score the basket.
3-point attempt won't go. Holland with a rebound. A chance to tie or take the lead. Gets it to Widener across midcourt. Defense in front of him. He's going to start, drive, take it hard to the glass. Won't go. Rebound tipped around by Russ Hensley. Misses. Rebound Lonoke. Couple of chances. Jackrabbits back with the basketball. 5:20 to go. 2-point lead.
3 shots at the basket there. The Yellow Jackets are relentless. They keep coming at them. The clock winds down toward 5 minutes. Another steal, and they're going to call a kick, I think.
As Brody Emberton knocked the ball away from behind. Carter Holland, it may have gone off him. The Clinton crowd disagrees with that one about maybe where it came off Carter Holland. I think you said now, is somebody going to talk it over? I don't know. Got an official may have said it was a kick. It'll be Jackrabbit basketball from the baseline. Inbound the ball behind the 3-point line. Emberton defending.
Yellow Jackets going
dribble down. Brody doing a good job of defense. And you couldn't defend that any better than Brody Emberton just did, but just a good up jump shot from the baseline. 53-49. Holland on the dribble, spins, got a defender, knocks it, catch, gets it back and gets it inside to Russ Hensley. Russ for 2. Well, Russ having a good offensive night for the Yellow Jackets. Back within 2 in the lane, shot up, a little bit of a floater, won't go, gets his own rebound for Yellow Jackets. Allen forces the shot up, I think, and draws the foul. And 2 free throws upcoming for Braden Allen. One white jersey amongst 4. He played that one strong, earned his way to the free throw line.
Foul goes on Russ Hensley.
Misses the first free throw. Second free throw. Misses, in and out. Rebound Dawson Burgess. Another chance to tie or take the lead. Led briefly in the third quarter after trailing almost the entirety of the ball game. Can they do it again? Everton behind the 3-point line, closely guarded. Now he's going to dribble down to the baseline. Kind of a fall away jumper, won't go. Burgess to the rebound. Players collide. And let's see if that foul goes against Lonoke. It does. It'll be Clinton basketball.
Here. And it will go against Lonoke. Burgess kept that alive. Repetto went over his back. Also, Emberton was involved there, so you had to hold your breath. Are they going to call it on to Repetto or Emberton? But the call goes Clinton's way, and the third possession now with a chance to tie the ball game.
Dawson Burgess having some good minutes tonight for the Yellow Jackets. He's on the floor with
Repetto had 17 points in the first half. Going to check out with 4 fouls. Only 2 here in the second half.
Widener bounces it to Hensley behind the defender. Russ scores again. He ties the ball game at 53.
15 for Russ, by far his best offensive game of the season so far. The Jackets have tied it for the second time.
4 minutes remaining. Clinton and Lono. 53 all.
Widener just missed a steal.
Deep behind the three-point line. Lonoke with it.
Shot clock at 10.
Going to drive into the lane. Shot blocked. Allen takes it out of the air. Shot blocked by Holland. And a foul is going to be called with Allen going to the free throw line.
Allen just missed 2 free throws moments ago.
The foul does go against Carter Holland. Only his second, the team's 5th. Misses the free throw. Falls off the rim.
Charles Brewer checks in for the first time tonight for Lonoke. Starks, who has 3 threes, just checked out. I think that's a defensive substitution, as Starks has been unable to guard Hinckley in the post.
Allen gets the second free throw, puts Lonoke back in front by 1. 3:30 remaining. Pass inside to Emberton. Too much traffic, but stolen. Brody gets it back now. 2-pointer in the lane. Mogo gets his own rebound, and he's going to go up high. There's a defender under him. Did they whistle the foul on Lonoke? For a moment there, it looked like what we would used to call over the back. They're going to whistle that foul against Lonoke, kind of underneath Emberton. I don't know if they said if he backed under him or just there was contact, but it will go against the Jackrabbits.
That's 4. That's his 4th foul. One of their top scorers. Yeah, I think he said he backed up into Emberton. Both teams now with 5 team fouls.
Emberton inbounds to Hensley inside, catches, shoots. This one won't go. Rebound to Lonoke. 3:15, 4th quarter. Lonoke by 1. Won a game that looked lost for the most part of the night. Clinton's within 1, maybe a chance to win this one. A big conference matchup between the two schools. On the dribble, out on the wing, into the corner. Catch, turn, shoot the 3, in and out, won't go. Widener with a rebound. Defended by Allen. Now he'll get it up the floor across midcourt. Over to Hensley, catch and shoot 3. It's up. Russ for 3. Another field goal. This one, the 3 by Russ Hensley, and it's 56-54.
Only the second 3 of the night for the Yellow Jackets, and they'll have their biggest lead at 2. And need a defensive stop right here as Repento is set to check back in for Lonoke.
2:20 on the game clock. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Front of the Roanoke bench, step up in traffic, shoot the 3, in and out, won't go, tipped around. Brody Emberton comes away with it. So now Clinton playing with the lead on this possession. Carter Holland into the corner. Widener's going to drive the baseline, dish it to Burgess, back out to Emberton for the 3. Short off the front of the rim. Rebound Lonoke. Brody went to the floor. The Yellow Jackets thought there was a foul. Brody's hand there as the defender went flying by on the 3-point attempt. But it's Lonoke's basketball. There's a timeout. Clinton leads 56-54 when we return with 1:48 seconds to go. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters: Joe and Hash, Artelco, Troy Gorshowski of Edward Jones, by Clinton Real Estate, and by the Webb Family Auction, Penny Jean Fiber, and by First Service Bank of Clinton. Tonight's game brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters on KHPQ.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, don't go anywhere. The Yellow Jackets have turned this one into a ball game, trailed by 12 in the second quarter. They now lead 56-54 with 1:48 left to go in the ball game, and Lone Oak will have it. And the Yellow Jackets looking for a defensive stop here as Burnett brings it across half court against this Yellow Jacket two-front zone defense. Ball inside, shot up off the glass, no good. Holland with the rebound. The Jackets have it. 1:30 left. And the Jackets looking to get a two-possession lead here. Widener out front beyond the three-point line, trying to spread them out here. Lone Oak in that man-to-man defense. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Jackets in no hurry. Widener trying to break down the defender. In the corner to Hensley. Now tries to post up. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Widener on the floor to the basket. Down the baseline. Shot good. Will it count?
Will they count the basket?
And it goes.
How about that? A chance at the traditional three-point play. And that may be Clinton's biggest lead of the night. Is that going to make it 58?
Widener beat his man off the floor down the baseline. The Jackets by 4.
Misses the free throw. There'll be 1:05 to go and a 4-point lead for Clinton.
Defensive stop here. Maybe you could try to run some clock off. You got a two-possession lead.
Rapido back in the ball game, leading scorer tonight.
Jackets have one foul to give before the bonus situation.
Going to drive, taken into the lane, stolen away by Widener. Into the passing lane, 44 seconds. Shot clock, 33. To Burgess down for defense in front of him. He's going to drive, get by defender. Brody Emerton's got it in the corner. And he'll drive the baseline, put it up and in. 2 points for Brody Emerton. 6-point lead, 30 seconds. Clock running.
And off the glass for Repetto. He scores at a quick timeout by Lone Oak and Bradley Spencer. And the Jackets
keep it here.
4 with 24 seconds left.
In a game that I didn't know if the Jackets were going to have a chance to win for most of it. Now this lead with 24 seconds. Looks like they may get out of Lone Oak with a conference victory tonight.
Lone Oak has 16 fouls, so they're going to be looking to foul. The main thing is don't turn the ball over here. The shot clock's off, but Lone Oak's going to foul. Yellow Jackets have, if they have that on the board, and I have plenty of timeouts left. They haven't taken many tonight. And the Yellow Jackets have 4 timeouts left. If you get in any type of trouble here, take a timeout. Everybody holler timeout. The ball is more important right now than points. The Yellow Jackets may have enough points to win the ball game right now. They're now playing the clock. Emerton can run the baseline to get a better passing angle if he needs to here.
It's a 4-point lead. Excuse me, I said 6 earlier. Clinton's going to throw it away. It's near midcourt, and Lone Oak comes up with it.
And a miscommunication there as Widener was going to fake, and Emerton threw the ball where he thought he was going, and Emerton was going to run a fake and come back to the basketball, and Lone Oak gets it at midcourt. That was the worst thing that could happen for the Yellow Jackets right there. Yeah. Only a second and a half runs off the clock, and Lone Oak gets it back.
They'll have it near midcourt.
That's what I'm talking about there. Those were, Yellow Jackets had 2 players trying to get open. Lone Oak did a good job to keep a hand in their face, the hand between them and the inbounder. That's a good time there. Go ahead and take a timeout. If it's not a clear pass, just go ahead and take a timeout right there. Also, you got to know, too, after a made basket, I'm not sure if I didn't see the official actually tell him they're supposed to. You can run the baseline up and down after a made basket to get yourself a better passing angle. But the Yellow Jackets turn it over. They do have a foul to give. They could throw the ball in. You don't want to foul in the act of shooting, but you could let them run a few seconds off the clock and foul and force them to have to throw the ball back in a second time. You do have a 2-possession lead here.
And Lone Oak near midcourt. Looks like a little zone defense. Widener and Emerton at the top. They get it in quickly on the right side. They're going to have to try to score quickly. Long cross-court pass to Ripto. That's what you would want. The 3 is good. Just like he did in the first half. He knocks down a 3 in the second half. 60-59. You couldn't have drawn it up any better that you're Lone Oak. That's going to stop the clock with 13.8 remaining. It'll be the Yellow Jacket basketball. Ripeto's 24th point. I think he had 17, was it in the first half? And only 7th, but 1 when it counts. We're back to a 1-point game.
Took 9 seconds off the clock, down to 13.8, but now you got a ball game, and now you have to make free throws. A little bit difference when you're only one possession compared to a two-possession ball game. It's a made basket. You can run the baseline again. You've got to get the ball inbounds. You've got timeouts. Yellow Jackets still have 4 timeouts left. Lone Oak is out of timeouts. They got to go the final 13.8 without a timeout. So you hold all the cards here. You don't have to risk anything with a marginal pass. So make sure you get the ball inbounds. If you don't, take a timeout, come back and do it again. And you know at some point here you're going to have to make some free throws.
Yeah, only a couple of Yellow Jackets maybe, well, has it been 2 or 3 have shot free throws tonight? A lot of Zane Widener, a few by Russ, but
one by Carter.
Right. It'll be Brody Emberton inbound. Widener's on there. Carter Holland, Dawson Burgess, and Russ Hensley. Emberton on the baseline. He can run the baseline if he needs to. Gets it into Carter Holland. It's in his hands. He's got some room. Back quickly to Brody Emberton. Up the floor to Widener. He's across midcourt. It could be 2-on-1. Russ Hensley inside off the glass. He scores. Hensley 62, 59, 4 seconds.
Foul.
Take a 3.
Not now,
it's at the 3 to tie. A mess. Clinton wins. Clinton wins 62-59 over the Lone Oak Jackrabbits.
I started to say when they threw the ball inbounds, you could go ahead and foul him. It's only 5 team fouls. Once he pulled up to shoot a 3, though, you had to get away from him. And I'm not sure. Lone Oak put on extreme pressure. They face guarded the 2 inbounders, and the man who would normally guard the man throwing the ball inbounds, he turned around and became a 3rd defender. It was 3 defenders on 2. The Yellow Jackets threw it over the top, and Hensley had a wide open layup on the other end. And Lone Oak got burnt by their own pressure. They didn't get the steal on the inbounds play. Then they got burnt on the other end. And you got to give Judson Smith and this Yellow Jacket basketball team a lot of credit to come in here down 12 and get out of here with a 62-59 victory and head into the Christmas break with a 3-1 conference record. You couldn't ask for much more.
And the players and the cheerleaders, they circle up. They have a post-game prayer before they head off into the locker room. Oh, what a game. Maybe the best come-from-behind game they've had all year. What a win. Hey, let's take a minute. We'll catch our breath. When we come back, we'll give you some final numbers, and we'll name the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, or Social Security disability, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Located on Court Street in downtown Clinton and on the internet at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton High School sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Hi, I'm Joey Dobbs with State Farm Insurance here in Clinton. We are proud to support Clinton Yellow Jacket sports, and we're here to support you on and off the field. For surprisingly great rates on auto, home, life, and supplemental health insurance, stop by today. We're located just off of Highway 65 before the Little Red River next to H&R Block. Give us a call at 745-6323 or visit our website at calljoeydobbs.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Nobody has sold more Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram vehicles than the Landers family. If you're looking for a hassle-free, stress-free buying experience, then Cowboy Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Clinton is your place to shop. If you want to pay too much, buy somewhere else. If you want the car deal you've always waited for, Cowboy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Clinton is your place to shop. It's quick and easy. Jump online at cowboycdjr.com or give us a call at 501-745-5333. Cowboy up or you'll pay too much.
Good job.
Happy Yellow Jacket fans streaming by us here on the concourse. And the Yellow Jackets get a sweep tonight. And that boys game, wow, 62-59. The Yellow Jackets come from behind. They trailed by 12 in the second quarter. They trailed 46-42 at the half. They trailed 62-59 going into the final quarter. And they outscored Lone Oak, what was that, 20-13 in the final quarter. They also outscored Lone Oak 35-25 in the second half. And they win the night by a score of 62-59. They tied the game in the third quarter, fell behind again, and then finally came back. They tied the game at 53-all. That was the 4th minute mark of the third quarter. They finally took the lead 56-54 with 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. And then Russ Hensley with a big shot at the end there made it 62-59 as the Yellow Jackets get out of here with a big come-from-behind victory over Lone Oak. Scoring for the Jackrabbits, they were led by Wyatt Repetto with 22 points, but he had 17 of those in the first half. Brandon Allen with 7 points. Latrell Burnett, he had 8, 4 in each half. Mason Ford had 9 points, only 2 points in the second half. And Tucker Starks had 10 points, had 3 3-point baskets for Lone Oak. For the Yellow Jackets, they had 3 players scoring double figures. They also had Dawson Burgess with 2 big points in that fourth quarter. Carter Holland finished the night with 2 points. And then we had Brody Emerton with 18, 11 in the first half. Zane Widener with 18. He had 11 of those in the second half. And our leading scorer tonight, his highest out point of the season, senior Russ Hensley had 20 points, 7 in the first half, 13 in the second half, including 1 3-point baskets. The Yellow Jackets finished the night with 2 3-pointers on the night. And let me add up these free throws: 3, 6, 9. The Yellow Jackets were 9 of 16 tonight at the free throw line, just enough to eke out a 62-59 win tonight over Lone Oak. Yellow Jackets are now 7-5 on the season, but are 3-1 in conference play at the break. Lone Oak now 5-5 on the season and 2-2 in conference play. The Yellow Jackets, remember, opened the season 0-4, and now they've won 6 of their last 7 and 7 of their last 9 ball games. Yellow Jackets will be back in action on the 20th. Is that that is what, Monday night? 17, 18. Oh, it's Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Yellow Jackets will be back on the road on the 20th as they travel to take on Class 6A Cabot. That game will be played at Cabot. And then in the week between Christmas and New Year's, the Yellow Jackets will play in the North Arkansas Community College Tournament at Harrison. Between Christmas and New Year's, they play Tuesday night. I think that's the 27th against Lamar. That game starts at 6 o'clock. And if they win, looks like a rematch with the Shirley Blue Devils on Wednesday night, December the 28th at 8 o'clock. So could be some big things doing after Christmas at the North Arkansas Tournament at Harrison. Well, our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game, I think it was as easy as it was in the girls' game.
Hey, I saw the parents here tonight. I hope the grandparents. I hope Bogie and Joyce Hester got to watch. Maybe Dan and Donna Hensley.
Bogie told me I think they're watching tonight because they have a lot of grandkids coming in. I think that's what Bogie told me. I think he was watching tonight.
Hey, Russ Hensley, what a fantastic night. Boy, his teammates got him the ball inside. He scored. He stepped out and hit that 3. He hit the final 2 to give the Yellow Jackets that 3-point margin, which forced Lone Oak to get the ball down the floor and put up a 3-pointer to try to tie the ball game as the horn sounded. But Russ always does well defensively, gets a lot of rebounds down there, plays hard. I don't know if he came out of the ball game tonight. I'm trying to think if he ever subbed out. I don't know that he did. And he's a big part of this win tonight. His other teammates, Zane Widener, had a good night. Brody Emberton, good night as well. Really, those 3 players did pretty much all the scoring for the Yellow Jackets tonight. But Russ really shone tonight. And thanks to First Arkansas Bank and Trust, our title sponsor again for the player of the game. Stop by telling you enjoy listening to games like this on a Friday night when we're a long way away, and stop in and see in the Northside Shopping Center what they can do for you.
Well, that's a good way to end the first half of the season. We'll be back on the air in January for conference games. So, man, that's a good way to end the first half. The Lady Yellow Jackets 3-0 in conference play. Yellow Jackets 3-1 in conference play. The Lady Yellow Jackets in first place, tied with Heber Springs as we head to the Christmas break. And the Yellow Jackets in second place, only 1 game behind Little Rock Christian as we take the break. So we'll join you back in January. Just remember the girls will be at Russellville Monday and Tuesday, Russellville High School, and the boys will be at Cabot on Tuesday. No broadcast of those games. And then the week between Christmas and New Year's, the boys will be playing the North Arkansas Community College Tournament at Harrison, and the girls will be right down the road at the Mountain Home Tournament. And so maybe the schedule will work out. Maybe you can see both teams on the same day, hopefully, if the times work out. But we'll be back with you in January. Hope everybody has a really good Christmas, and I know everybody's excited about Yellow Jacket basketball.
Well, that'll do it for Sid King getting us set up during the week. For Kelsey Robertson, our studio engineer, for Laura O'Neill, our video engineer. For my colleague, I'm Jeff Hall. You've been listening to